What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Today, I want to go over the 5 most surprising or pleasantly surprising players in 2020 in the American League. My next video, I'm going to do National League, so I want to keep it separate per division. But I want to know what you think, so I'm going to go over my 5 most surprising players in the American League. Some of these names you may not have heard of. And what's awesome about baseball. So, there's always a new breakout player, someone who does well. And even in the shortened season, the stats may not be as gaudy because they don't look like 162 game stats. But besides the point, these players are bringing it. They're raking, they're pitching well, they're doing all that good stuff. So let me know what you think. Oh, by the way, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Hope you enjoy good baseball content. If you do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Take a look at the 100+ videos I put out already. I always put a few in the description down below. And if you want to know the next videos or watch the next videos, make sure you hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss it, so that you're notified when they come out. And I put out about 2 every week for your enjoyment. So, and I appreciate everybody's support. And even if you don't plan on subscribing, I would greatly appreciate if you hit that thumbs up after the video, after you watch any of my videos. It's really, really helpful to the channel's growth. And I thank you either way. So, with that, let's get to this, okay? The 5 most pleasantly surprising players, I'm looking at my book here after my research, in 2020, American League. Number 1, I don't know if anybody's heard of this guy, Teoscar Hernandez from the Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah, Teoscar, T-E, Oscar Hernandez. I didn't know about him before this year, and the reason why I know about him so well is because he's been beating up on my Yankees, and it made me notice the guy, so I did some research, and he's one of the better performing players in the American League this year. Just a sample snippet here is 14 home runs already. You extrapolate that out to a 162 game season, he's on pace for like almost 40 home runs. Okay, he's got a 308 batting average, 27 RBI, so he's also on pace for like a 100 RBI season. His OPS is .995, which is pretty high. He's dealing with an oblique issue right now. But he should be back shortly, at the very least in time for the end of the season or potentially in the playoffs, because it looks like Toronto's has a good shot at making the postseason. But either way, he's one of my pleasantly surprising players for 2020. Number 2, Luke Voit for the New York Yankees. When they traded Chase and Shreve for him to the Cardinals and got Luke Voit back, I wasn't sure what to expect. But this guy's been producing ever since he came here. It's been thank you, Cardinals, thank you. This year he's got 14 home runs as well. He's right up there with the Mike Trouts and everybody else. Not .953 OPS. He's got 29 RBIs. So he's also on pace for like a 40 and 100 season if it was 162 games. 604 slugging percentage. And he's doing a lot of the little things for the Yankees too. He's playing solid first base, and he's getting clutch hits when we need clutch hits, especially recently when our lineup absolutely sucked. Team absolutely sucked. He was coming through more often than not. So he's my number 2. Number 3, this guy's we always knew he had talent, but and I'm glad the Angels didn't trade him. But Dylan Bundy came in as a highly touted draft pick, and he had injuries and was just not performing. But this year he's throwing like an ace, and he still is. He had a stud game. Was it yesterday or the day before? But he's 4-2. He's got a 2.49 ERA and 55 strikeouts. So he's on pace for almost a 200 strikeout season. And if this was a full season, he'd probably be 15-8, something like that, and a good year for Dylan Bundy. So, and he's one of the bright spots, one of the few bright spots on the Angels team. Number 4, Robbie Grossman from the Oakland A's. Not a sexy name. A lot of his stats aren't super sexy, but one of the things that stood out to me is that his his OPS actually, it was .873, but his on-base percentage is like between 100 and 140 points higher than it was last year. So he's doing a lot more than he was last year. He's become an incredibly productive player for the A's, and that actually stands out on base percentage. Whether you're getting hit or walking, he's either putting the ball in play or he's part of the action. He's running around the base. He's scoring runs, and he's got 16 RBIs, 4 home runs. Not crazy sexy, but he's doing all the little things, and he's doing a really, really good all-around player. So he's my number 4 surprising player for 2020, and he's also probably one of the integral parts that's going to help Oakland. Well, that's helping Oakland, obviously dominate their division this year, but it'll help them in the postseason as well. And number 5, Matt Foster from the Chicago White Sox. Again, not a name I heard of before this year. You have to look him up. He's 4-0, and he's a reliever, a long reliever, but he's 4-0 in I forgot he had maybe 20 games, I think it was. 1.45 ERA, and the batting average against him is .159, so he doesn't let a lot of people get on base. Okay, he got 23 strikeouts as well, so he's a dominant lights out reliever this year, and a pleasant surprise. And based off of what he's done prior to that, and just he's one of the bright spots this year on a good White Sox team who's finally kind of starting to click on all cylinders. And again, a name that most people haven't heard of, that's really, really up there with the guys that people know. So, and that's what makes it so cool. You know, these new names, new superstars, new just good producing players. So, it makes me happy to see it, and I hope that continues to do this. I hope more people continue to do this. But that's my 5. Okay, let me know what you think. If you have somebody that I haven't put out on this list, put them in the comments down below. Let me know what you think either way. I think this is important right now at this point in the season before the season ends, because then I'll do my playoff predictions once the playoff brackets have been established, because I don't really know how they're going to lay out the brackets just yet in terms of who's going to play who and whatnot, so it's kind of pointless to do that. So I wanted to do more videos like this. My next video, I'm actually going to go over my 7 most pleasantly surprising players in the National League. I just happened to find 7 instead of 5 in the American League. So, either way, they're bringing it. So, again, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit that that thumbs up button, and if you want to watch more videos, I appreciate your support. Either way, please hit that subscribe button. And my regulars, you're always the best. I love you guys. I will talk to you next time.